All right, this is the second type of solving equations in terms of a variable problem that you will see. And this particular type requires that you think back to a skill that you used to solve proportions in 7th grade. And this skill is called cross multiplication. So I'm going to go ahead and start by writing down the problem. You might notice I've written type 2 colon cross multiply, because that's what we're going to do on this type. I'll write negative 8j minus 7k over negative 7 equals negative 3j minus 3l. I write my l's cursively so they don't look like 1s over negative 8. Okay, in order to solve this problem, I need to do some work to try to get rid of these big divisions, these fractions that I see. In order to do that, I'm going to use a skill called cross multiplication, but I'd like to say a few words about why it works. So if I want to undo the multiplication that is, or the division that's over here, I need to multiply, and in particular I need to multiply by negative 8. And so I'm going to multiply this by negative 8. That means I have to multiply over here by negative 8. And so that will undo this, but it'll leave this times negative 8 over here. All right, so that's one thing I could do. And I'm going to back up here. I'm going to note that if I wanted to get rid of this division, I could also do multiplication, and I'm going to multiply by negative 7. That'll cancel this out, but to keep it balanced, I'd have to multiply by negative 7 over here. So if you've written this part down, that's okay. You can go ahead and pause and back up. I forgot to change it to the blue ink. But in order to cross multiply, we're going to multiply both sides by both negative 7 and negative 8. And the result is that the left side of the equation up here gets multiplied by negative 8, and the right side of the equation down here, or up here, sorry, gets multiplied by negative 7. So I get negative 8 times negative 8j minus 7k equals negative 7 times negative 3j minus 3l. Okay, so from this point, I can use the distributive property. So negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64j, and then negative 8 times negative 7 is plus 56k. And that's going to be equal to negative 7 times negative 3 is positive 21j, and then negative 7 times negative 3 is another positive 21, and this time it's L. And this problem tells me to solve for j, and so I'm going to notice that I have j on both sides of the equation. And in order to solve for j, I need to collect all the terms on the one side of the equation. So my rule of thumb is to get rid of the smallest amount, and 21j is smaller than 64j. So I'm going to subtract 21j, and I'll get 64 minus 21 is 43j plus 56k. Equals, these have canceled out, and I only have 21L left on the other side now. Now I'm just solving for j, which means I need to get rid of this term that's added to it. So I'll subtract 56k. That undoes this addition here. Because these two are not like terms, I'll leave them separate. It's 21L minus 56k equals 43j. One step to go. I'm going to divide by 43. And so I get j is equal to 21L minus 56k over 43. I'm going to look at my answers here. I have 21L minus 56k over 85. That's not right. 21L minus 56k over 43. That looks good. So I'm going to select the second one here and cross my fingers, and it looks good. That's the second type. You have to start a problem that looks like two big fractions by cross multiplying. So that you end up with a problem that looks like this, and from there it's pretty straightforward, so long as you're getting used to working with this many variables.